Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share my sewing vlog with a little tutorial on how I made my fairy halterneck dress. I used my Chérie sewing pattern to create this lace fairy dress. You can find the link to the pattern in the description box below. So sit back, relax, and let's start sewing with me. For this dress, I'm gonna use lace fabric as main. I fold the fabric in half and place the pattern on it and cut it out. I cut the fabric following the patterns and pin them together, then sew to attach. So if you want to get the pattern, I share it in the description box below. After sewing all the pieces together, I turn the right side up and then top stitch about 8 to 9 millimeters. I top stitch all the pieces because it will keep the seam allowances staying flat. After that, I cut the fabric for the cups and then pin the darts like this. I use washable markers to draw the dart lines, then sew. I stitch the dart from the beginning at the edge of the fabric piece. After that, double knot the threads together at the point of the dart. Do not tug hard on the threads as this would pucker up your dart tip. For the first knot, gently tug the threads until the knot just touches the fold of the fabric. Then make a second knot in the opposite direction. Then I turn the right side up and top stitch about 1 millimeter. Then I cut the excess fabric close to the stitching lines, and be careful not to clip on the stitching lines, otherwise I have to redo it again. And I repeat the same step for another cup. I forgot to film when I pinned the cups to the bodice, and now I'm attaching the cups to the bodice. When I finished, I turn the right side up and then again top stitch about 8 millimeters, so the seam allowances will stay flat. And now I have the main bodice. This is how it looks. I actually wanted to try to make square waist, but I'm so obsessed with triangle waist, so I just keep doing the same design. I use a template to help me cut the full circle skirt. I used the waist template because I didn't want to print all the patterns for the full circle skirt because I need to use a lot of papers. But I also provide full circle skirt pattern that you can print it out. Then I cut the side of the skirt to open the skirt. and make a triangle waist for the skirt as well. Then I pin the main bodice to the skirt, but after that I realized it's not what I wanted. The skirt was too long and I want it to be a little bit fluffy, so I measured the skirt again and recut it. Then I do gathering and pin back to the main bodice and sew them to attach. For the lining, I'm gonna use viscose fabric. But if you remember, at the beginning of the video, I showed the different fabric. And that was cotton, and I find it's too thick for lace dress. So I decided to use viscose instead of cotton. So here I'm cutting the fabric following the patterns. I use a washable pen to draw the dot lines. You can watch the full tutorial in this video, and also the pattern can be downloaded in the description box. After cutting all the pieces, I'm gonna pin all of them together. For the lining pieces, I'm gonna use French seam techniques to sew all the pieces together because I want to get the neat finished looks and I don't want to see the seam allowance. First, I'm gonna sew 5 millimeters. This is how it looks, and this is going to be the right side. And then I'm gonna fold the fabric with right sides together. Before stitching again, I have to press the seam allowance flat and sew about 5 millimeters. And here is the lining pieces. I also use French seam technique to attach the skirt to the bodice. For the lining skirt, I also cut it in double full circle. Now I'm gonna attach the main bodice to the lining. I place two pieces right side together. Sew 1 centimeter to attach except the top of the halter. Then top stitch. You can watch the full tutorial in this video. For this dress, I made a button loop and sew a pearl button to the dress. Before sewing the zipper to the dress, I made a bias tape 5 centimeters wide and make a 5 millimeter rolled hem on the top of the bias tape, and then pin it on the wrong side of the lace dress. This can keep the lace fabric from fraying and can easily sew the zipper on. Then I sew 1 centimeter to attach the bias tape to the lace. Then fold another edge of the strip in towards the center, like this. And fold the tape again in half. I continue doing the same until I reach the bottom of the skirt. Then cut the excess fabric and make a rolled hem. Then sew about 1 to 2 millimeters to attach. this is how it looks. Now I'm gonna attach the zipper to the dress. I pin the zipper on the right side of the lace fabric and place the zipper coil right side down along seam allowances and start sewing to attach. Then sandwich with the lining piece and sew on the wrong side of the fabric to attach the zipper. Start sewing at the top edge and stitch in place until the foot reaches the zipper stop. I used the same step to sew the zipper to the other side of the pattern piece. After finishing those steps, close the zipper and place the right sides of the fabric together. And start sewing to complete the seams on the project by following the last stitching line of the zipper. Then I change to a regular presser foot and finish the bottom of lace by using zigzag stitches, and this will prevent the lace fabric from fraying. I use an overlocker to finish the bottom of the lining skirt, and the dress is done. I really love how it turns out. Let me know what you think. And if you happen to make one of this style, don't forget to tag me on my Instagram. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope you enjoy this video and get some inspiration. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. And I'll see you in the next video.